Some of you right now, you're already wanting, you're already plotting, you're already scheming. You're going to go, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go talk to them about that. And you're going to do it. You're just planning. You're scheming. You're going to do everything you know to do to get somebody into heaven. And Jesus saying, no, before you do anything else, you must pray. Prayer is the first and foremost important step of helping someone to heaven. That before you even look on the back of your bulletin and see the steps to salvation, before you do anything else, we must pray. You're saying, Randy, why? Because of this fact. The fact is this: we can't make anyone get saved. We can't make anyone get saved. You see, in our pride and our ego, we think, oh, I'll just sweet talk them. In our pride and our ego, I will just convince them. In our pride and our ego, we think that we can manipulate, we can control, we can bully sometimes even. We can make somebody get saved. And look at what Jesus says in John 6:44. Jesus says, no one, underline the word no one, that includes your friend, that includes your neighbor, that includes your loved one. No one can come to me unless Father God who sent me draws them to me. What's he saying there? He's saying that the burden of salvation is not on us. The burden of salvation is not ours to carry. For example, many of you know that I grew up in a soul-winning home. You're saying, what do you mean it's a soul-winning home? I grew up with a mom and a dad that they made it their goal every day to tell somebody how they could go to heaven. They made it their goal to tell every waitress. They made it their goal to tell their coworkers. They made it their goal to tell everybody. In fact, every Thursday night as I was growing up, I went out with my mom and dad and we went and told people about Jesus. Our goal was to help them make it to heaven. But here was the problem. I had somehow convinced myself that it was all on me. That if I didn't say the right Bible verse at the right time, if I didn't tell the right story at the right time, if I did something wrong, then those people were going to go to hell. And for years I carried this burden. I mean, it was such a horrible burden. I thought it was up to me, that I had to convince them, that I had to sell them on Jesus. And then God showed me in John 16:44, it's not my job. And that's where prayer comes in. Prayer is we've got to pray and we've got to ask, oh, Father, please draw them to Jesus. Oh, Father, please draw them to your church. Oh, Father, please draw them to your kingdom. Oh, Father, draw them. Do whatever it takes. Use bad dreams. Use heartache. Use success. Use whatever it takes. Oh, Father, please draw them to Jesus. Why? Because of this